The recycling center was located high in the city's industrial level. The place was filthy, noisy, and if I was right about the tracker, then I'd find Lita here somewhere. But what was he doing with Graham in a place like this? Some of the trash was marked with the logo of Agio City.
Ah! What? Who are you?
Whoa! Hello.
What do you want? You security?
No, I'm looking for a guy called Lita.
Well, you just found him. Leet's the name. Tech's the game. What can I do for you today?
It's about a friend of mine, guy called Graham. I think you know.
What sort of information?
I need to know what he...
Listen, pal, I can barely remember, let alone every Tom, Dick, and Graham that comes through here.
Sure.
But, oh...
What's up?
It's my bleeding noggin. Need my medicine.
Your medicine?
Aye. My medicinal moonshine. It's over in the other building. Take this and fill it to the top. Then bring it back here.
And you'll check your records?
I will. You can trust me, pal.
An unspoken deal had been made.
I wouldn't touch that, pal.
It was a rubber fish.
This area is restricted. You should not be here.
It looked like the stun droid was guarding the whole process. To get to Lita's moonshine, I needed to find a way to disable the droid.
Flee! Flee like a whipped dog. 5. I will not capitulate.
The rickety conveyor was feeding trash into a crusher. It was a vicious-looking crusher. Surprisingly, the drive cogs were exposed. Well, that had thrown a wrench in the works. Or to be more precise, a crowbar. The conveyor belt jolted to life, then clunked, and came to an abrupt stop.
Get away from this!
that had thrown a wrench in the works. Or to be more precise, a crowbar. The robot was nicely stuck in the crusher. The whole mechanism was toast. How's your head?
'Tis but a scratch. This is your fault. I'll do you for that.
You're trapped in an
I'm in...
No, you're... I had to admire the droid's spirit. The droid was no longer a threat.
Tis but a scratch.
I was struck by a wave of heat and burnt plastic. A blazing furnace lit the room, fed by a series of pipes leading into the roof. The gas that had been flowing through the pipes was clearly powering the furnace. Can't waste that precious moonshine. I filled the bottle to the top. I hoped that would encourage Lita to help me. The flames from the furnace were fierce.
Stay away from my office!
Here's the moonshine you wanted.
Pedro!
Could have warned me about the security droid.
That crusty crusader. Didn't he give you too much trouble, I hope?
So, I believe we came to an agreement.
Oh, yes. That is much better. What did you want again?
I'm having some issues.
You bet.
Well, there's a weird Maybe that's why I can't access his...
Oh?
And every time someone scans my YouTube, a mentor from the Ministry of Well-Being is in...
You what? And you came here? You know the...
We
need to get that flat. This could bring down my int...
Right.
Quick! Get your hand...
It was a clamp like the one Ember had on her bench. Probably for U-chip hacking. Lead. I need...
Fella. But right now, you're a... Get your hand on my work.
Why is it so tight?
To stop you getting away, you idiot!
What's the cleaver for?
What do you think? One more U-chip for my trade, and 2 more thumbs for my collection. Now hold still, while I focus on your wee digits.
I had to think fast. There had to be something within reach that I could use.
I've got a wee sack of U-chips over there in my goodie bag. Yours will be a fine...
I smashed the bottle over the guy's head.
Eat it! Nobody's ever got the best of Jimmy the Thumbs. Until now.
So, you aren't Lead then?
I never said I was.
Oh yes you did. You maniac.
Everyone's got to have a hobby.
What's wrong with stamp collecting?
They call me Jimmy the Thumbs, pal. Not Jimmy the Philatelist.
Thumbs? That's what you're after?
And the U-chips, but mostly the thumbs.
What do you even do with them?
Just collect them. I like the approval they give me.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're crazy. Now, tell me where to find Leet. The real Leet.
He's hiding out. In a place too hot for the likes of you. Folks call it the... Hellfire Club.
Save your riddles, Jimmy. And with that, Jimmy passed out. Looked like I'd have to find the real Leet on my own. There was a strange smell of almonds. I realized what the unicorn was made out of. Plastic explosive. The crazy drunk had mentioned the Hellfire Club, and I could just see a ladder behind the flames. main ingredient of Leet's moonshine appeared to be spangles. Can't waste that precious moonshine.
I've had worse.
The droid was no longer a threat. The box was corroded and wouldn't open. The wheel was long since broken. I couldn't turn the valve off this way. The old sign was an anchor held by a hastily fastened cable. It had seen better days. The pipe had been cracked by the falling anchor. Gas was leaking out. The light fitting had been ripped from the wall, and the bulb smashed. The flames had died down, but the smell of burning waste still filled the air. Behind the furnace, I could now see a ladder leading up to a room. The furnace was now off. Hello. Lita!
Lita!
Huh? Hey, kid. Are you all right?
Lita! 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 Lita!
Oh, is that
What?
a Shreedman port?
Let me guess. Lita?
Lita!
Yeah. Hold your bilby, Poppy. Grown-ups are talking. Now, you. Why are you pretending to be Graham Grundy?
How do you know that?
My system flags every U-chip that walks through that door. And you are not Graham.
Correct.
Is he dead?
Yes.
Did you kill him?
No. I just borrowed his ID.
I see. Okie dokie then. Start talking.
Why all this attention on my
Because, man! Do you have any idea? Still regret having mine out. See?
Who's the girl?
Her name's Poppy. She's a Graham brought her here. Told me he'd found her what?
Like,
Jeez! No. He thought she might be...
connected to...
Everything. Oh,
Well, that narrows it down.
listen, pal. Graham had a loop, and he kept me out of it.
Why does Poppy...
Weird. It's like someone turned the happy knob all the way up.
Graham never talked to...
Like I said, me and Graham had a strictly need-to-know relationship.
How do I know you're really...
Said I was.
The last guy I met told me he was Lita.
Ah,
He tried to cut off my...
sounds like Jimmy. Deep down, he means well.
Okay, so what's your connect...
Graham? Oh, how do you know?
Graham's wife mentioned you by name.
She what? And I suppose she told you?
No, that bit was easy.
Whoa!
Yes, a toy
Bilby!
Songbird's Bilby had somehow ended up...
Oh, Graham! You amateur!
Sounds like he was more than...
All right, I did know him. I'm the genius who put... I took in the girl when he brought her to me when I knew I shouldn't have. Bilby Toy Tracker. Stupid, stupid, soft-hearted, stupid Graham.
I'm looking for a boy called Milo. I tracked him here.
Hey, Poppy! Not Bilby. Ah, forget.
You really don't know any...
Hey, I'm just the babysitter.
You said you put a data...
Yes, but a fat lot of good it does.
Why did Graham want his...
Hell if I know. He wanted two things from me. First was something...
And the second thing?
A way out of the city. Being an absolute bleeding genius.
Okay, so if I want to find out what's going on here,
Yes.
can you remove...
Graham's little disappearing act. Whole new level of security has been... I can't get in without my masked demon triggering every Can't get rid of my mask. Basically, I'm saying, MINOS is out, and it's a link space thing. You wouldn't understand.
Is removing this data blocker complicated?
Nothing's complicated if you... And you, sir, have got the tools for the job.
You're talking about my...
Exactly. All our problems solved by that glorious hole in the back of your head.
So Graham just...
Said it'd only be for a day. Poor kid. Guess that's me now.
Didn't Graham ever
Graham did... Like I said, he was supposed to come back for the girl a couple of weeks ago.
You remember link space?
Yes, finally. That said, you may be the... Which means... Oh ho ho! Let me show you something.
Is that a link chair?
It absolutely is.
And I suppose you want me...
You've got a problem with your idea. The solution to both. But thanks to Graham's selfish inability to not die...
So how do we get in?
Via link space. There's a back door. Now, I'm the only man in this... And today, the only man in the world... I need you to do this. You need you to do this. Poppy needs... The universe!
The data blocker on Graham's account was... It sounded like Lita really could help me get rid of it. It was an old link interface, the height of intrusive tech. I could see a few errors in Lita's calculations, but I doubted he'd appreciate me telling him. It was another hand scanner. These things were beginning to make me nervous. Lita's super terminal was quite a piece of reclaimed tech. Poppy? What's that you got?
Bilby!
Can I hold your bill?
No!
Good luck with that one, mate.
Are you okay?
Bilby!
Yes, that's a Bilby, all right. That Bilby belongs to...
Bilby!
I know you're really a...
Bilby!
But you see, a very spoiled middle-aged woman...
Bilby!
You're right. I'm gonna start over. Were you kidnapped? I had the distinct feeling that I wasn't going... Is Lee taking... Poppy's constant laugh... Bye, Poppy.
Bye-bye!
This is called a mini-K.
No one wants it.
Would you like a can of spec...
Spankles!
No way. I'm having a hard enough time shutting her up as it is.
Hey, Poppy. I'm a...
Are you really
I guess that was Leet's bed. Either that or he had a dog. And again, nobody would let a dog sleep in that. A scrapped robot that looked past its prime. It was some kind of old device for producing electromagnetic radiation. So you need me to reach Minos through link space?
Correct. Ready to strap in?
Yeah, why not? What's the worst that could happen?
Ho ho ho, buddy. You'd be surprised.
Leet?
Relax. You've done this before, right?
A long time ago.
Hey, it's like riding a bike. First thing you gotta do, make your way through link space to the Minos portal.
Is it easy to find?
Maybe, maybe not. But link space should be completely empty these days.
Minos portal. Then what?
Find your way to the ID data center. Bring up the accounts of Graham Grundy and Elliot Richardson.
Whoa. Who?
Duh.
Gotcha.
Eliminate the masked demons and the piece of pie. Got it?
Get to Minos, then clear your software from our accounts. It's really that simple?
Uh-huh. You'll figure it out. Now, let's fire this baby up.
Whoa, still works.
Okay, hold on to your brain.
How am I supposed to...
I meant figuratively.
It seemed that link space wasn't going to be the easy route Leet thought it was. The system had been abandoned, but they'd had the wherewithal to leave a firewall. I had to find a way through. An encrypted data store.
Extinguisher temporarily overrides firewall programs for access to mainframe. Download complete.
Seemed like just the thing to deal with the firewall.
Omnigaffer repairs firewall damage to network structure. Download complete.
Relaxing security protocols.
The program did the trick,
Override shutdown. Virus detected.
or so I thought.
Error. Data fragmentation at 0%.
That wasn't going to work while it was detecting a virus.
Blindfold counter-intrusion countermeasure. The author does not accept liability for brain damage.
The blind program was a short-lived but powerful tool for sneaking through security. With the eye blinded, I didn't need to worry about it.
Quick Decrypt, a decryption routine for all standard UCSI-coded files. Download complete.
I wasn't sure what I'd use it for, but I didn't want to leave it behind. I had already blinded the foil.
Divine Wrath will destroy instances of the Helix virus. Warning, data will be unrecoverable. Download complete.
The Helix virus sounded familiar for some reason. The decryption program seemed to do the trick. The data had downloaded, probably via my port to Lita's terminal. With the virus expunged from link space, I hoped I'd be able to get into MINOS.
Relaxing security protocols. Firewall shutdown complete.
The firewall was down. I could access MINOS.
Accessing archived data.
There appeared to be a recording on the data I'd picked up.
Error. Unknown biological agent in core. Intruder detected. Overman chamber. Biomatrix replacement confirmed. Error, error, error. Deleting file. Overman.brain. Deleting file. Link control.brain. Upload file. Joey.awesome.
Link was going to replace my father's dying brain with mine. If Joey hadn't sat in that chair, it would have gotten me too.
Converting to MINOS data. Please wait. Compatible program found. Retro Fashion Boutique. Order submitted.
Good evening. I am the greeter AI system.
I'm looking for the ID data.
Indeed you are. Citizen identification is
Can you access some specific citizens?
That's easily done.
Check. Graham Grunt.
Retrieving.
Excellent. Can we...
No problem at all. That will have... Would you like one summoned?
No,
Administrator can...
but I can move programs.
That's right. Ancillary AI systems like yourself.
That gives me something to work with.
Happy to help.
My avatar was overloaded with the program data. I doubted the smaller ones could support the larger. I needed to arrange them in size order. I doubted the smaller ones could support the larger. I needed to arrange them in size order. I'd removed all the programs running on Leets and my own ID. Command. Save changes.
Changes saved. Beginning propagation to external servers. 'Copy. 'Copy.
So you're saying Agio City isn't real?
No, no, no. It's real, all right. But all the adverts and tourist boards, a total lie. It's being plundered by the council, like a piñata at a kid's party.
Hey, look who's waking up.
Joey?
Check out my new threads.
But... how?
This weird guy fixed me.
Yeah, I went through your bag while you were asleep. Found my old cleaver in there as well. Thank you. But never mind that. I was monitoring your progress while you were in there. Looks like you nailed both our data problems.
So my ID should be cleared then?
Your ID. My access to MINOS. Result.
I thought you said link space was empty. It had a major virus.
The Helix virus? That's still going? Glad I didn't have to deal with that.
Late!
1 second, Poppy.
Hey, where's her Bilby?
Shh. I got the Bilby away from her while you were in link space. Managed to slip it into your purse without her noticing. Dump it in the incinerator when you leave.
It's not a purse. It's a satchel. What's the story on that
The moonshine still? That
What's the moonshine?
out-of-date spank.
Sounds dangerous.
You're not kidding. It's practically weapons grade.
Boy, seeing all this old tech takes me back.
Haha! Still, I mean, sure. But they're never a patch on the original.
Amen to that. What were you and Joey talking about as I was...
Foster, you should hear.
Says the droid with a gun.
That's not a complex. Anyway, ask him about some of his theories. And by entertaining, I of course mean fascinating.
Okay. Theory of evolution. What is all that about? Where's the controlled experiment, right? Duh!
Any other conspiracy?
The only way magenta can exist as a color is if rainbows are actually rain tubes. Think about it.
Did I hear you say 8?
Don't get me stuck. When I found out about Agio City, that was...
What happened?
You've seen the lot. They're coming directly from Asia.
What do you mean?
We destroyed it. An entire forced.
That's terrible.
All while the people of Union City get... And the council call them our allies.
So my ID is now clear?
No blockers. Graham wanted his emails hid. Of course, I can't patch his but you should be fine so long as you don't...
Does Mentor Alonso?
Yep.
When I go, is Poppy...
After what you just did in Link Space? Anyway, I've been planning my exit Just a few hours' time, I'm heading out of this happy...
Late!
And I'm taking Poppy with me. Get up.
Take her out of the city?
I think I figured out a way to slip her It's a little bit... It's all about the coup.
You think it'll get her through the city gate?
I'm still working on... But if I'm right, which I always am...
Late!
If she can shut up for 5 minutes.
Any other things I should be...
Only that you're about a foot taller than the original Graham Grundy. By the way, how the hell did his ID...
It was transferred into my U-chip by...
Impressive. How long is this...
Not that long, I guess.
Oh.
Surely there can't be much call for old...
Listen,
Hey, I'm not judging. My pockets are stuffed full of crap. Any other...
Tell him the one about the Minister of...
Well, I'm not saying but duh. You only ever see her in public during the day.
Any other
Well, you know how
Sure. Day one of...
Well, glow. Boom!
That's insane. Good luck.
Same to you. By the way, you...
Foster.
Drone. Joey Drone.
I don't expect I'll see the two of you again.
Everything I'd learned from Lita made me want... Maybe all along, Graham was one... At least now, with the data blocker removed from his ID.
Hey, Foster, where we drop?
Back to Graham's apartment, for some good old fat...
Lead the way.
Graham's data was now unblocked. I hoped that would help me move forward.
Old man Russell had one of these back in the Gap.
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Where would you like to go?
Take me to my apartment.
Certainly, Citizen Graham.